Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
What's up, Alex?
I'm really happy to be here with you. We've been
Thank
together
you.
for years.
Yes, we have.
I don't think we've ever done this yet, though.
First time.
I did with Jacob, actually, on radio, which was totally different than this.
Yeah.
Scary. The headphones and hear yourself back.
Oh, yeah, you went on the radio show with him. It was pretty cool, right?
You were out of the country, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Thank you for inviting
And
me.
shooting the podcast at the same time.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, it was cool. It's different when you're doing something live and you know people are listening right then and there.
Oh, yes.
And not just 5 people, but we've heard we have a couple thousands of people listening to us.
Oh, certainly.
So it's
Certainly.
great.
Both, repeat and just happen to be listening to the radio.
Just happen to flip the channel.
I want to tell you a little story.
Tell me.
I have a lot of sales calls in my business, and I listen to a lot of stories. There are repeated stories of which I hear over and over. Sometimes I think that all of my potential clients are talking about the same lousy current vendor of theirs, whereby they're really talking about issues they have with their respective person.
Okay.
But I hear the same stories all the time. And I had an interesting call the other day. Speak with a lady. She's the owner of a business. She said to me, Alex, I used to do a few $1 million a year in business. I've been in business many, many years. We're at half of that. I have 10 employees I need to take care of. She said a couple of very key things that were of import to me that I took to heart. She said, I've spent $25,000 so far on websites, and it's been a total failure. Look at my current site. I did it myself. $25,000.
First mistake. Okay.
And she said to me in the first conversation, Alex, I really like you. I've seen your content. I get your emails, everything. I want to work with you. Send me the stuff we're working together. I said, great. A few days goes by. I call her. She says, Alex, I committed to having a conversation with one other vendor. I'm talking to them on Monday, and after that, we're going to wrap up and finish our project together. I said, okay, no problem. You do whatever you need to do in order to feel confident that I'm the right person for you. No pressure. Great. A few more days goes by. I don't hear from her. She didn't pick up the phone. And essentially, she sent me an email saying, Alex, I talked to this other vendor, and they're telling me that the price is approximately 50 or 60% less than the price you quoted. And they're doing all these other add-ons, unlimited SEO for life and hosting for 10 years, no additional cost.
Right.
And Aaron, listen. First of all, I want to entitle this piece of content, Chasing Cheap, okay? Because I keep seeing people chasing the cheap option all the time. And why? Why is it? For example, you don't want the cheapest car, the cheapest clothes, the cheapest food. You're looking for value, right? And I was surprised and taken aback that somebody that has already lost so much with the cheap.
Right.
Why do you continue to go that route? And I'll add one more point.
And there's a saying,
What
chase
is it?
cheap, get cheap.
Yeah.
You are cheap. You're going to make cheap. But keep going.
You lost $25,000 already, okay? I told you, look, I'm not the cheapest. I said it from day one. But I have the team to back up what I'm saying here. And I'll give you a guarantee. If I present to you something you dislike, and I don't rectify it, I can't make it absolutely perfect, you get your money back, no problem. Guaranteed. One more point. She says to me, they did a mock-up for me of what they think it should look like, and I really didn't like it at all. So my response was, well, what does the price matter if the product sucks?
Right.
What do I do? What does one do in this situation, Aaron?
I think business school should be her first course of action, because if you're making a couple $1 million a year, you're going to spend about 30% in marketing and advertising. If I can do my math correctly, that's about $600,000.
Yeah.
So the first mistake is you're spending $25,000. You're spending too less. You're cheap.
And that was on multiple.
Yeah, that's not
attempts.
enough.
Yeah.
Like, you're putting your money in the wrong places. She needs to find someone like yourself, and there's others too, right? There's others too, but
there's plenty.
But someone professional that does it full time, like yourself, that not only can spend $25,000 on a website, but then continual support month after month after month.
Yeah.
And like every business, like whatever business she's in, there's constant change.
Constant.
So you need someone on your staff, on your team, that can constantly change your website, your strategies, your attack of doing business.
Yep.
And it costs way more than $25,000. So she's not changing with the time. She probably doesn't even know what AI is. Her website does nothing for her, probably doesn't even communicate back with her clients. She probably doesn't have a CRM system. She probably, I mean, I could just go on and go on and go on.
I think you hit the nail on the head.
so it's a conglomerate of a lot of things.
it was
conglomerate.
It was working 10 years ago, probably, right? It's just not working now. But again, I'm just continue to be surprised at some people's choices. Again, not to say that I'm the knower of all things, doer of all things, the solution to everybody's problems. I'm not. But I've given you a guarantee, which I don't think many people would do. Hire me. Let me do my stuff. Let me do what I need to do. If you don't love it, give you your money back. What else can I possibly say?
Fire.
Yeah, or don't get hired in the first place.
No, I mean, don't
move on. Just move on.
Yeah, what I would do is move on because, like my profession in real estate, we know our target audience. We know our sellers and buyers that we want to work with. It's not the cheap ones.
Yeah.
We don't market 1% listings. We don't give back thousands of dollars of commission. We add value.
You add value.
And we want people that appreciate our value and we stick to it. Your business is at the point where we work with you because you give value. You communicate well with us. I would almost just not work with people like that anymore. If you have to, you know, your product should sell itself. Then you have a conversation with them and then they realize in a really short time, wow, that's the guy I want.
Yes.
If you have to sit there and try to convince them,
Correct.
then it's probably not for you.
Agreed. And I've seen that so many times. It's like when it's a fit, it's easy. It just works.
But you want to help everybody.
Yeah, that's
You want to help everybody.
Yeah,
and
I'm just
you
like,
want to
just
win, right?
Listen to me. It's not going to work out. The $3,500, we're going to do a custom portal for you and SEO for life and hosting for life and unlimited changes.
No.
Like, just enough with this already. I'm jaded from this. I've been hearing this for 13 years.
Right.
I've been hearing it my entire career. The same story, just variations on a theme.
You have to ask the client questions because you got to know what they need and what's important to them.
Yeah.
If it's cheap, you move on.
Yeah.
If they hire you because of money, they're going to leave you because of money.
True.
And it just normally just doesn't work out.
I agree.
And you have a lot of value to give, so I wouldn't sell yourself short.
I appreciate that, and I don't intend to. And look, one of the points from all of this is to say, if someone is listening to this, and if they're thinking about, I'll give you another story. I decided to do some concrete work at a home
Right.
in the past, and I decided
You did it yourself?
no, thank God.
Wait a minute.
No,
I almost fell off my chair.
but I went for the deal. Okay, the deal, and some guy came and I knew a guy and he knew a guy and he comes in some beat up pickup truck. Not to say anything wrong with that, but it wasn't like, didn't give me the professional feel. And they started the project and, giving him cash along the way and kind of weird stuff, right? And guess what happens now? We live in Las Vegas, okay? Looks good,
Right.
but when it rains, the water comes towards the house
Oh,
instead of away from the house.
Right.
Okay? Why? Because I was cheap.
Mhm.
I wanted to save myself a few $1,000s, whatever the number was. And look how I am suffering now. I will have to pay many thousands of dollars in order to unscrew up what I did initially.
Right.
So why didn't I just go to a respectable vendor in the first place and just do it right the first time?
Because, experience is such an important tool to have. I mean, we have to go through those
Yeah.
to get to where we're at, right?
Yeah.
If you would have never went through that, you would have got through it eventually at some point with something. Thank God it was just a little concrete job.
Yeah.
And it wasn't something larger. But
that was a painful one, but that reminds me, that is a story that I must remember, Don't try to save. Again, people have said it to me so many times. Well, this other option is offering me for $3,000 less. Well, so what? It's not apples to apples comparison.
I'll give you a story.
Please.
So I did my floor, right? Now, I was a janitor when I was younger. Man, I can strip and wax a floor and work a buffer with 2 fingers. I mean, I'm good at floors.
Okay.
Edges and corners, baby. I can do some floors.
Okay.
So I have my house. It's 6,100 square feet of tile, single story.
Okay.
I want my floors done professionally. So I look through the website, I Google reviews, I find the company. I thought it was going to be maybe $1,000, $1,500. No, it was $3,500. I hired them based on their reputation, on the Google reviews and everything. So I can't stay there for 2 days while they're doing my floors. Just on their prep job, I was impressed with, right? When the job was done, I was never so disappointed in my life.
Really?
All my baseboards were dirty.
Wow.
The floors weren't done right. It was a mess. I had to redo tile and grout and baseboards and paint.
Wow.
And I called the sales rep up, and I was very professional and very nice. Showed it to them. She brought the owner. They looked at it, and they said, Aaron, this is very unacceptable. This isn't the way we give our product. We would like to make it up to you and do it again. I said, sure, go ahead. They came back. They did it again. It was beautiful. I got my painter to fix all my baseboards. They paid for it. I would refer them all day long because they stepped up to the plate. They weren't perfect, but they came back. They did what was right.
Yeah.
And it's because I didn't use the cheapest guy.
Yeah.
The cheapest guy maybe would have did it okay and not have to go. But I used literally a professional company who made a mistake but came back and did it right.
Yeah.
And that was a lot. I mean, that was huge because I know my floors. I wanted beautiful floors when I was done. They messed up. They came back. They fixed it. I got my beautiful floors. But if I would have chose someone else, maybe they wouldn't have messed up. Maybe they would have, but they probably would have came back and fixed it.
They would not have come back and fixed it. That's what I was
they would have been gone.
High likelihood they would not have
And
come
I
back
wouldn't
and
have paid them, and then I'd be in small claims court and all this stuff. But man, it was great. So you got to go with people that add value, people that are professional, people that answer the phone, step up to the plate, return your emails. You need a professional company. And I'm not saying that smaller companies and agents that are just in the business or whatever it is, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Right? But I think if you hire based on integrity and experience, you'll just you'll go a little further.
Agreed. So thank you for your summary. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Thank you so much.
I was looking forward to telling you my concrete story and what a screw up I did.
I like the concrete story.
I'm going to pay for that for many, many, many a year to come.
I used to have the same story with concrete, but I did it myself with my neighbors.
You actually did it?
It was worse. It was cracked everywhere. Water sat in puddles.
Exactly,
Trying to save money.
Yeah.
But when you don't have any money, you got to figure it out.
I get it.
That's a lot of times why people go less or cheaper than more money because they don't have the money to spend.
It's just such a gamble, though. Such a gamble. Take the cheapest guy,
It
the
is.
cheapest thing, whatever. It's such a gamble, and at the same, to save the money, get a payment plan going, do something else. Just don't do it at all. Maybe you shouldn't be doing it at all.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah,
Anyways, thanks for all your hard work. Thanks for everything you've done for our company.
it's a pleasure.
Most important, I will tell you what I love about you guys is that, you're not perfect. First and most, I'm not. Nobody is. But you communicate very well with us. Like we talked about blogs the other day, right? You communicate very well with us. You get on it. You jump on it. You're involved in our business. You react on it. And I appreciate that. Because
Thank you.
Nobody's perfect out there. It's how you handle it, like that flooring company
Yeah,
that I talked about. How you handle it makes clients for life.
yeah, agreed.
So there you go.
Thank you.